the master key to getting more referrals. Let's build a foundation together. This is the master key. Before the scripts, before the strategies, before any of the tactics we'll go into, what to say, how to say it, even when to say it, yes. But the master key to getting more referrals is being good enough or nice enough. Is that going to get you referrals, yes or no? What about just doing a good job? Is that enough? Right? What if they've just bought something from you? Is that enough? No, none of that is enough. The master key, the number one thing you absolutely must have in order to get more referrals is you need to be referable. Write this down, referable. Or I like to call that your referability factor. Your referability, how referable you are. Referability factor. So are you referable? I want you to ask yourself these questions. Number one, based on trust, do you live up to your promises and claims? No one of us is perfect, of course. We all have flaws. And sometimes we have made promises that we could not deliver. It happens. But generally speaking, do you live up to your promises and claims? What about value? Do you truly add value to your client's life through your offer, through your product, through your service? What about responsiveness? There you go. Do you respond in a timely manner, or do you neglect them? Do you ignore them? Results, do you have a proven track record? Credibility, do you have satisfied and happy clients from the past? Can you prove it? Maybe through testimonials, maybe through case studies, right? Here's another good one. Are you giving referrals? Do you reciprocate? Do you reciprocate? What about professionalism? Do you look and sound professional? Think about if you're going to refer someone, if you're going to refer, let's say someone that it's very important to you, you're going to refer this person to another vendor, another service provider. Do you want that person to look professional? Do you want that person to sound professional? It makes a difference because it reflects on you, how you look as a referral partner. You with me? Right? Does it make you look good? Does it make you not look so good? So let's talk about timing. The 5 best opportunities for asking for referrals. Great times you could ask, because one of the challenges I notice is sales professionals or business owners would say, when should we ask? If I ask too early, should I ask during this time, or is this too late? Is this too early? They have the intention, but they don't know when. So now you will know when. And again, timing is key. Timing is key. Number 1, it's when they're buying, point of purchase. Regardless of what type of system you use, if you can catch the client in the, what I call, write this down, PSS, peak satisfaction state. Peak satisfaction state. In this state, they have the enthusiasm, they're excited, right? And they're providing you maybe with a testimonial because they're validating your worth by doing business with you. Do you think in terms of top of mind awareness, right? At that moment, do you have top of mind awareness? Yes or no? Yeah, because you're right there. You're signing something, right? You're transacting, or through virtual conferencing or Zoom here. That is a great time to ask. And sometimes we feel like, oh, but Sifu, is that too early? This is when you've got their attention, you've got the trust right there. And I'm gonna teach you how to ask in a way it doesn't feel like it's too early, it doesn't feel awkward. Because the last thing I want is for you to feel awkward. So I'm gonna teach you that. But in terms of top of mind awareness, best time ever. So that's number 1. Yes, PSS, peak satisfaction state. For example, let's say if a landscaper, right, mowing the lawn, just completed your yard, putting down the, all the cleaning up all the shit and all the yard, your yard looks beautiful, right? Beautiful. Now you're at what I call the PSS, peak satisfaction state. You're happy. You look at your backyard like, this is awesome. This is beautiful. From the landscaper perspective, that's the best time to ask for referrals. Because guess what? After 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the weeds grow back and it now looks like that's not a good time to ask for referrals. It's when you are just finishing something, bam, this is awesome. And you say, how does this look? This is awesome, great. Let's talk about referrals, right? Because once they get back to their busy environment, they quickly forget how great you were. If you're the landscaper. Let's say if you sell like swimming pool. Let's say you close high ticket, luxurious swimming pool. Do you want to ask for referrals just when you finish the swimming pool, right? The kids are jumping into the pool, or you want to ask for referrals 2 years later? Is it the moment this job is finished, they're at that PSS, peak satisfaction state, or 2 years later? Now, that's the best time. That's the best time. Number two, depends on what you sell. Another time is after a certain number of transactions. If you feel the first one is too early, depends on what you sell, again, you could ask after a number of transactions. Because maybe you feel like it's a bit too aggressive, right? To ask too quickly. Maybe you want to wait till the third and fourth visit before asking, and that's okay. You want to kind of build a relationship first, build a confidence. If that's the case, asking, I believe, the point of purchase is the best, second best after a certain number of transactions. Now, how many, that's up to you. Like, that's up to you. Like, you could feel like, oh, maybe second or third. Number three, it could be in terms of, instead of basing on number of transactions, based in terms of time. So maybe a few days after, right? Maybe you're uncomfortable asking for referrals right on the spot. No, okay. Maybe you feel the opportunity, the timing's a little bit inappropriate. That's okay. You want to have a little bit more control. Wait for a few days, then you can ask for referral after you deliver the product or service. Number four, this is my favorite. It's when you get a compliment. Because when they are giving you a compliment, guess what does that mean? They are at their absolute peak satisfaction state. They are the happiest with you. And it does not sustain. Write this down. It never sustains. It goes like this as time goes on. So when they're the happiest, when they're giving a testimonial, ask for referrals. When they're telling you how great of a job you've done, ask for referrals. Because you can't guarantee when that would happen again. Yes? You don't know. We don't know. So when you've done a good job, you ask for referrals. So compliment. How many times we wasted opportunities? You get a compliment, oh, thank you very much. But don't say thank you very much. Let's get a referral out of that. It's the best time. It's very difficult, you understand? It's very difficult for them to say no when you ask for referrals when they just told you how freaking amazing you are. They just said to you, you're amazing. They can't just, oh, but I don't want to give you referrals. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. They say, Chris, does this also apply when a client is telling you that you get amazing results? Yes, even so, because when they are telling you their amazing results, they are at their peak satisfaction state. And if they're at that peak state, it's very, very easy to get a yes. They're in a good mood. They're happy, right? They're more receptive. They're more courageous, right? John, perhaps if they have comment on your social media site, a compliment, and then ask for a referral, if they've done business with you. If they're just followers, then you haven't done business yet. But if they have done business with you, they have experienced your product and service, then yes, and yes. And last one, I love this one. No one does this. It's when they have just given you a referral. You think, right? They've just given you a referral, and you're like, okay, well, that's very nice. Thank you. They have just given you a referral. Okay, what does that mean? It means To them, you are referable. How do you know you're referable? Because they've just sent you a referral. It is the best time. They've already done it, right? They are in the act of referring. 50% of all the people who refer one person will refer a second person to you if you do a good job. It's far, 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 far easier for a person to recommend a second person to you than it is the first. The first is the hardest. Because now, mentally, psychologically, you have a track record with them. So here's a plan. What you're after is the first one. Think about your base that you have. How do we get a percentage of them to refer for the first time? Because it's far easier to get the second and third one, assuming you do a good job. That's easy. The first one is the toughest. So let's go after the first one first. And we're not thinking about everybody. Not everybody would refer. That's okay. We're only wanting a percentage. What percentage? That depends on your industry. But we want some kind of percentage when they've just given you a referral. No one thinks about this. In fact, most people think, oh, that referral partner already gave me a referral, so I won't ask again. They think they have already given me a referral, so I shouldn't ask again. No. They don't just know one person. They know a lot of people. The circle of influence, just like us. Let's get second and third. Let's make that a habit. In fact, those are the ones we should focus on.